Yo, what's up, my mullet? Sharp here, bringing you guys another video, and today, I'm gonna do a video on something I don't really like doing a video on too much. I usually like posting funny stuff or good stuff that's happening with Team Kaliber, but, I mean, this could be a good thing, who knows, but we have decided to, release Neslo from the team, and I'm gonna give the reasons as to why, and I'm not really gonna, sit here and talk about it forever. Basically, it just wasn't working out. In the game, out of the game, it just wasn't working out at all, and we needed to change. We've been placing top 8 pretty much every event in Ghost. We had a couple second place finishes, and then other than that, we've pretty much been top 8 except for COD Champs where we got 16th, but we stay consistent within our placings, and they're not good placings. I mean, top 8 is a good thing, but it's not what we're looking for, and it's not what we want to do. And so we thought it was time that we move forward with another team, and try to find another player going into Advanced Warfare. I mean, you guys, I don't know if you guys have seen Twitter, what Neslo's tweeted, what we've tweeted, what anyone's tweeted. I think Neslo even did a video about it. He did. His video was alright. Some of the stuff he was saying was true, some of it was kind of but I'm not really going to touch on that too much. Really our main reasons for getting rid of him were his attitude. His attitude was good. If we were winning, it was like, everything was great, everything was good. If we were losing, everything was just south. We get on a bad day of scrims, and everything just turns to shit. The house of cards is falling over, and it just was kind of stressful. It was really stressful. We didn't make the league, which was a lot more stress, and playing in that online league was really stressful, and I understand that, but still, there's a time and place, or not even a time and place for like some of the ways that, I've been talked to, the owner of the team has been talked to, like someone that you call a friend, like the way that the Neslo would talk to us would be a way that you're like, that you would never talk to someone that you would call a friend. And that's where there was kind of an issue like that out of game. And then another big problem that we had with him, there was like 2 times where he even tweeted this, so this isn't like a private matter where, he's been like, he's told us this and then it didn't happen, where he said he was going to quit. He said he was going to quit the game, and stop playing. And the reason for this being is because of a breakup that he had with his girlfriend. And we just said, how many times are we gonna have to deal with this? It was right before X Games. He told us to go to X Games with the sub, and then right before, I want to say Neslo. It was right before the end of the season that we were told he wanted to quit. He was done gaming. He was going to go get a job, go to school, whatever. It was in the middle of the season, so our rosters were locked. We couldn't really make any roster changes. He told us to play with the sub. So come Advanced Warfare, it's a new game. We don't really want to deal with that. I know, like, Neslo is a great player. Neslo played great in Ghost. And it's a new game. So all the people tweeting me saying that I suck, or saying that Goon sucks, or Theory sucks, and Neslo's the best. Alright, that's your opinion. That's how you feel. It's all good. But it's a new game. You can't say anyone's going to suck or be good at this new game, because it's just, no one's played it. You can't really sit there and say, like, oh, you're dropping your best player. There is no best player. So we're going to go in, we want to go into Advanced Warfare with a team that we know, is going to have the mindset of wanting to play and wanting to get better, and a team that we all get along with, and that it doesn't make it feel like a chore when you have to play. That's really what it felt like. It felt like, oh god, we got to fucking get on and play now. Jesus. But, and the last thing, Neslo talked about in his video, and he talked about to us, this is one of the things that he said back to us, is that we had duos and we had trios on the team, and Neslo said he was kind of a lone wolf, which is kind of true. It is true, but in a way, Neslo made himself a lone wolf. It was more like, we would finish playing, and he would be like either the first or the last one out of the Skype call, and sometimes he would sit there and talk to us until we left, but most of the time it would be like, all right, we're done playing. Neslo's gone. He left the Skype call to do who knows what, I don't know. And then during that time, it was like, me and Goon would sit there and play, or like me and Theory would sit there and play. Me, Goon, and Theory would sit there and play, and yeah, like, it would seem, Neslo would like sit there, and it would seem like he was being left out, but most of the time it was, he wanted to be left out. He would push himself away, which I don't really see, like, trios or duos, and like people being better friends with people on the team. Like, not everyone on the team is going to get along. It's just not going to happen. And I don't see it being a problem with, like, 2 players on a team get along better than the other players. I don't think a team needs to be, like, unified like that where everyone gets along. but it was just kind of like, I don't know. It wasn't like we push anyone away and we're like, we don't like this kid. We're not going to talk to him unless we're playing. It wasn't like that at all. I post numerous videos, but we're playing Gary's mod where I have Neslo in the game, and Theory's in the game. Kuner's not in the game. So, I mean, it's different situations where we play with different people, and that's really all, whatever, that's our reasons. You guys can sit here and say whatever in the comments. That's what's up. If you guys still are supporting TK, then, love you. But if you guys don't support TK and you're like, I was a Neslo fan, I wasn't a TK fan, I'm going to go wherever Neslo goes, then hey, I appreciate your support while you're with us. But I would like to say we are getting new jerseys. We're going to have the white jerseys, and I think it's going to have like blue on the arms and something. And then I think we're also working on getting a new Xbox One scuff. We have the blackout edition, and I think we might try to get something with white and blue. So yeah, bringing some of our old colors back, and then also for Advanced Warfare, you guys might want to think, who are you guys looking at to pick up? Who are you guys looking for? Really, I don't want to put anyone's names out there. I mean, we have talked to people, and we are, working on getting a teammate. But I'm not going to say like the exact person, because that's just bad. That's just a bad way to do things. Like say the exact person that you're going to be going after. But we do want someone that wants to win, someone that wants to play and play productively. You get on, you play productive, someone that wants to work with the team and help the team get better, and just someone who's hungry for it, I guess you could say, who wants to win, who wants to go and try to go to an event, only to go to an event and try to win a championship. That's something that we're looking for in Advanced Warfare. And hopefully TK can win a championship in Advanced Warfare. We played Black Ops 2. We had a good run in that. Ghost wasn't really the best year for us. It kind of, whatever. But hopefully Advanced Warfare will turn things around for TK. And I'll keep you guys posted and updated on who we're going to pick up. So if you guys like the video, be sure to click the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. And actually, I've thought about it. And, oh, my mic's making noise. But I think... all right, we have decided who we're going to pick up, and he goes by the name of